Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Four civil rights you lose by using legal marijuana. You forfeit these as soon as you light up that legal doobie. Russ Belville. 1 out of 5 Americans now lives in a state or district where the possession and use of marijuana is legal for all adults. However, marijuana being legal there doesn't change the fact that many of your civil liberties are forfeited once you light up that legal doobie. Until the following usurpation of Toker's rights is ended, marijuana isn't truly legal. The right to keep and bear arms. 4 civil rights you lose by using legal marijuana. The Second Amendment recognizes the right of adults to possess guns and ammo. But if your use of marijuana is publicly known, perhaps by your registration in a medical marijuana registry or by posting proof of your adult use on social media, you are prohibited by federal law from possessing guns and ammo. Federally licensed firearms dealers are forbidden from selling or transferring guns and ammo to you if they are aware of your use. This recently led to the Honolulu Police Department sending letters to registered patients telling them to surrender their firearms within 30 days. In Oregon, county sheriffs refused to renew concealed handgun permits to registered patients, until the Oregon Supreme Court forced them to do so. The right to employment. 4 civil rights you lose by using legal marijuana. Equal opportunity employment laws forbid companies from discriminating against people in hiring based on race, color, religion, national origin, sex, pregnancy, disability, age, and genetic information. But they are perfectly free to discriminate against your use of marijuana. This is the case even though legal states also recognize medical marijuana. The Americans with Disability Act doesn't deal with herbs that aren't federally legal, so there's no requirement there for employers to accommodate your medical use. At the state level, none of the states that have both legal and medical marijuana provide any protection for employment rights in their laws. There is a case in Massachusetts currently challenging this, with the Supreme Judicial Court affirming a woman terminated for her lawful medical marijuana use does have a legitimate cause for a civil suit. Cases brought by medical marijuana using plaintiffs in California, Washington, Oregon, Michigan, and Colorado have all been denied relief by their state Supreme Courts. The Colorado situation is particularly galling. Marijuana use is protected medically and for adults in the state constitution, rather than just statutorily like the other states. Colorado also has a lawful off-duty activities statute that protects against employment discrimination for legal activities employees engage in away from work. Despite all that, employees like paraplegic call center operator Brandon Coates can be fired for their medical marijuana use, because the Colorado Supreme Court decided that state legal medical marijuana is still federally illegal marijuana, so using it off-duty isn't lawful under state law. The right to travel. 4 civil rights you lose by using legal marijuana. One of the joys of living in the United States is being able to freely travel from any state to any other state with no passports, inspections, or permits. But if you are a person who uses marijuana, you are limited in the states you may travel to. Obviously, traveling to a state with marijuana prohibition is out, if you intend to possess and use marijuana. But even for medical marijuana patients, traveling to another medical marijuana state may be out of the question. Only Arizona, Arkansas, Maine, Michigan, Nevada, New Hampshire, Ohio, and Rhode Island will recognize out-of-state medical marijuana cards. But even if you don't intend to possess and use marijuana, you still can't immediately travel to Idaho, Wyoming, New Jersey, or South Dakota. The first 3 states have laws that criminalize merely being under the influence of a controlled substance in public, and if you've used marijuana within the past couple of weeks, there can still be traces of marijuana in your system that could be inferred as you being under the influence. South Dakota, meanwhile, has a law specifically criminalizing the internal possession of a controlled substance. THC is illegal both outside and inside your body. That law even explicitly makes ingesting marijuana illegal in either the jurisdiction in which the substance was ingested or detected. The law literally makes it a crime for someone in South Dakota to go to Colorado, smoke joints legally, then returned to South Dakota. The right to parent. 4 civil rights you lose by using legal marijuana. Prohibition states are infamous for using their crime of marijuana use as a justification for removal of children from a family by Child Protective Services. However, legal medical or adult use marijuana in your state is no protection for your right to parent, except in some of the newer state laws. There is no legitimate reason why one's consumption of marijuana on its own should disqualify an adult from enjoying their rights of parenting, traveling, working and self-defense, any more than one's consumption of cigarettes, alcohol, or prescription drugs far more powerful than cannabis should be disqualifying conditions for those civil liberties. Until we are equals with our beer-swilling, chain-smoking, and pill-popping friends, marijuana is not truly legal.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.